No. I don't like to lose.
Ego hit y'all with another one.
We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. The drama continues. Turki Alalshikh continues to throw shots at Shakur Stevenson. Is he trolling? Is he being serious? Or is it a little bit of both? In this video, I'm going to break down my truest thoughts regarding this back and forth, what Turki had to say, how this affects Shakur ahead of his upcoming fight with Zepeda. Let's get unpacked. Now, for starters, I've been covering boxing over 13 years. I am the best in the business, and it's not even close. I can't tell you a time where this has happened before, where you have a financier, a person who's pretty much an organizer, kind of like a promoter, and they're constantly taking digs at the A-side fighter. Let's be real. Shakur Stevenson is the A-side over Zepeda. I don't even think that Zepeda beat Tevin Farmer both times they said he did. So Shakur is very well the A-side in this equation. Now, Turki again took shots at Shakur Stevenson. He posted this picture. First thing that I noticed personally, I spy with my little eye. It says Zepeda, and he has the dignity of having his full name. But then for Shakur, it doesn't even show his last name. It just says Shakur, right? Kind of weird. Again, Shakur is the A-side, but he doesn't seem like he's been being treated like such. And the caption reads, "This is the solution to deliver an amazing fight on Saturday," right? And it's fight week, and it shows both Zepeda, or this Bitmoji version of Shakur and Zepeda, with 1 foot in the ring, 1 foot out in a tiny ring. So he's clearly taking shots, trolling, and saying like one way or the other, come heck or high water, we're gonna make this an entertaining fight. Then Turki posts another AI graphic of Tom and Jerry, the famous Looney Tunes or whatever, boxing. And it says, "No Tom and Jerry, 12th of July." Now, Turki, I've already covered it. It's up to you to follow the channel to know what's going on. If you don't, oh well, that's on you. Because I'm here every day. I give you all the boxing news, and I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. So Turki's been on this kick talking about he does not want Tom and Jerry style fights, meaning he doesn't want boring fights. He doesn't want a fight where it's cat and mouse, where somebody's having to chase the other person and can't catch them, all that type of stuff. The problem with that, let me break it down. If he's openly dissing the A-side, Shakur Stevenson, clearly that's not good. You have an A-side, Shakur, he's undefeated, he didn't do nothing, and you're actively drawing cartoons and AI and memes and dissing him, etc., right? Or this. Devil's advocate, because your boy Ego, I've been doing this long enough. I know how the game goes. You'll have the apologist, old media, the resistance. They'll be like, "Oh, but Boxingego, you're misunderstanding it. Turki didn't mean it like that. He's just promoting the fight. He's just building some excitement." Cap. Because it's still bad, even if that is your out. If your out is, oh, he's doing all this to hype the fight and promote the fight. You're not really doing that, because what you are doing is you're taking a black American fighter who is the A side, is undefeated, and you are actively opening the floodgates for people to insult him. That's how that works. For example, your boy Ego, over the years, I've done my share of blocking people that deserve to be blocked from my channel because they're talking crazy, right? So if another channel puts my name in the title and says Boxingego is a big stupid head and he don't know nothing about boxing, it will attract the roaches. The roaches will be coming out in full force. It's like a graveyard reunion where all the roaches gather because Ego doesn't block these people, and they're scorned and hurt, and they'll be in the comment section of any Boxingego diss video from whoever, and that's how that works. Oh, Ego's stupid. Ego don't know nothing. I told Ego off. Blah, 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 Ego. Ah. That's what will happen, because these people are mad at Boxingego for whatever reason, even though they don't know me. Similarly, by Turki doing this, you are actively opening the floodgates. You are breaking the levees, and you are the icebreaker. You are the channel. You are the vessel. You are the conduit for these fans, the race fans, racists, old media, the resistance, to actively diss Shakur. He didn't really do anything, right? Of course, we all want to see a good fight, but I firmly believe what I've always said about this whole Tom and Jerry running. You need the different styles in boxing, and there's multiple sides to that coin. Instead of being mad at the skilled runner, if that's what we're calling him, what about the lazy, idiotic, brute force guy that don't know how to cut off the ring? You see, so it's two sides of that coin. So even if you want to say that Turki is joking and he doesn't really mean this, and he's just like hyping up the fight or building up this back forth, it still looks bad because Shakur Stevenson is being targeted, and you are definitely going to get all the people that don't like Shakur, and they're going to be talking negative about him for no reason. So that, if you look up the word promotion, to promote, that is literally the opposite of what promoting is, right? If you are promoting something, like imagine the Sham Wow, an infomercial like that, or the Magic Scrubber 2000. If you have the Magic Scrubber 2000 and you had to demo it, your goal is to get people to want to purchase the Magic Scrubber 2000. So to do that, you would take this product and show, oh, look, wine spills. If you spill some juice, the Magic Scrubber 2000 can clean it up in seconds. Yeah, right? And if you act now, we'll throw in an extra one so you have one for your bathroom, blah, blah, blah. That's how you promote. You want people to, you're actively encouraging people, and you're taking a pain point that people have and saying, yo, don't you hate messy spills from your kids in the kitchen? Try the Magic Scrubber 2000 for blah, blah, blah. A couple installments of this, right? You are solving that pain point for people. That is to promote. The actual definition for promote is verb. To help or encourage to exist or flourish, to further, to advance in rank, dignity, position, etc. Right? To put ahead to the next higher stage or grade, to aid in organizing, to encourage the sales, acceptance, etc., especially through advertising or publicity. So to all the idiots who want to defy me, you can't, because by definition, Merriam-Webster's definition of the word promote, that is the opposite of promoting Shakur Stevenson. So you're not building hype by talking bad and belittling and berating Shakur Stevenson's style and relegating him to a runner. And it shows Turki being insanely biased because out of the whole card, why do you keep targeting Shakur Stevenson? Shakur Stevenson just got a stoppage in his last fight with Padley. I know it was a late replacement, but it was, no one can say it wasn't it was like a horrible, boring fight. Padley tried. Padley was trying to like throw back. Shakur was pretty comfortable with Padley, knowing Padley didn't really have nothing for him. Meanwhile, Edgar Berlanga, he got a knockout in his last fight, but it was against a guy who had been in prison for like 2 years, right? And looked like he had love handles. And then before that, he's losing to Canelo, right? So the other person that's main eventing is a Muslim fighter, Hamza Shiraz, who's the ring ambassador. He looked horrible in his last fight, so much to the point where he changed his trainer. Why would Hamza Shiraz be working with Andy Lee now if he looked great versus Carlos Adames? That's how fighters always do. Like, you see a fighter like Frank Martin got knocked out. I made a video about it. He's no longer working with Derek James, right? That's usually how it works. Person has a suspect performance and or loss and or gets knocked out, then they consider other options in terms of trainers. It's how it usually works. So if Hamza Shiraz, if what I'm saying ain't true, then why did he switch trainers? If you look great versus Carlos Adames, you wouldn't have Turki going to Hamza's corner and begging him and pleading with him to get a knockout. So why are you targeting Shakur Stevenson when, if we're going, boxing is what have you done for me lately? You're only as good as your last performance. Shakur stayed undefeated. Hamza Shiraz really shouldn't be undefeated because he definitely lost to Carlos Adames, which is why you had to go to his corner and try to assist him in achieving some kind of victory, which he couldn't do. So he definitely should have lost the fight. I don't care what the judges say because they might have been paid off. So again, you got to ask yourself, why is Turki doing this? Why is he targeting Shakur? Like, if you're, and that's the thing, I believe in spreading the love. Like, imagine if somebody kept doing videos about like boxing vloggers and they only talking bad about me. Like, spread the love. Like, there's other people that if ego clickbaits, or you know what I mean, there's other people doing that. Why would you target it only me? So I believe in spreading the love. So if you want to say this whole fake, Turki's saying this as a joke to promote the fight, Shakur's not even the main event, which a lot of people complained about, but whatever. You put your Muslim boy who's a ring ambassador with Edgar Berlanga as the main event. And again, Hamza didn't even look good in his last fight, right? So why don't you spread the love? Like, man, Hamza Shiraz got to really stand still and start throwing with Edgar Berlanga. I'm going to have to get a small ring for him. You're not doing none of that. You're not spreading the love. You keep saying it to the Black American fighter who came off a knockout win. Like, for real, you know, I don't agree with everything Shakur does, but I'm also real. And I give you credit when you deserve credit. I'd rather have Shakur last performance than Hamza Shiraz. Book it. So for me, again, this looks bad for Turki because it's too one-sided. You keep picking on Shakur and talking about what he need to do. William Zepeda, what about him? What about he need to cut off the ring? And I hope Shakur beat the brakes off of William Zepeda for real, because I like the underdog, and even though Shakur might not be an underdog on the sports book, he's being mistreated, and you know we don't really stand for that on the channel. So I hope he stop William Zepeda just to shut the game up. You know, if it don't happen, it don't happen. It is what it is. But I'm just telling you, I don't like when people have the deck stacked against them and like all this extra stuff, like shrinking rings and smaller rings and constant taunts. Why are you doing any of this? Let the outcome be what it is. it is what it is. Shakur, you know, he's not Tank. He's not gonna fight exactly like him. He does his thing and he wins. That's what counts. Unlike Hamza Shiraz, who really should have lost. So if you're not gonna spread the love, I can't really respect it, because now you're making it personal and you're showing favoritism and bias that you're only targeting one. That's like profiling. If everybody's speeding, you need to start pulling over a lot of these motherfuckers. Don't just pull over Shakur Stevenson and Boxingego. You know what I mean? Pull over everybody that's flying on this freeway. You know what I mean? If not, you singling people out and profiling, and you know, that shouldn't be tolerated. I don't care if you put on the event. Why would boxing fans accept that and be good with that? So let's go, Shakur Stevenson. We unpacked. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new. But even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.